Alright, so yo, before the full video start, if you want to get results like this, and I'm gonna show y'all. So, like I said, if you want to get results like this, and you're tired of listening to all these fake coaches, gurus you see online, you see on the internet, well, I'm here to really give y'all this full exact blueprint on how to. Because most gurus tell you got to do a million things to go viral, and then most of them make it confusing. So this is the real graph you need to get for shorts, but long form is a bit different. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you how to basically get views like this, and how to know and how to stick to one niche and how to not pivot. So with that being said, let's get into this video. All right, first thing I want you to do now is what I'm gonna do is come over to one of my old accounts. I have many accounts. I run many channels. Y'all know I run multiple channels without them to show my face, and I gain millions of views with the help of AI. So yeah, with that being said, let's not waste too much of y'all time, but let's go. So alright, so first thing I want to do real quick is I gotta wait a few moments. Just let me sign into my YouTube channel. But yeah, I wish I could have did that before I fucking recorded this. But hey, just let me do it. I apologize, chat. But what I'm gonna do is basically sign into one of my old channels we're gonna be using for this video, and I'm gonna be telling y'all for the scripts. Scripts play a big role, and I want you to listen straight to this. Like I'm gonna go full depth with this for y'all. But yeah, let me go ahead and sign into it. But yeah. So let's not waste too much of y'all more time, but yeah, I'm trying to find my email so I can sign into it. Alright, I got it. And like I said, I've been doing YouTube for 10 years straight. Alright, so my camera's back on. Alright, so like I said, I've been doing YouTube for 10 years straight. But for this video, we're going to be basically using is, let's mute this. Alright, so for this video, we're going to be using this channel over here. So, alright, so let's go to here. Alright, let me just sign in real quick, chat. Let me just sign in real quick, y'all, when I'm recording this video. Let's go to taste. I don't want to waste too much more of y'all time, but bro, this shit is pissing me off, bro. What the fuck? Alright, so yeah, this shit is wasting, bro. What the fuck, bro? Are you serious right now? I literally just signed into my. Alright, so we go. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and log back in, chat. Just wait real quick while I do this. Bro, this is crazy, bro. Alright, we good. So what I need y'all to do is basically follow after me, please. Step. It's gonna be a 40-minute long video. I'm gonna try to make this easier for y'all, but I need all y'all to drop y'all belongings right now. So if you're talking to your girlfriend, tell her you'll call her back later. But what I need y'all to basically do now is pay close attention. So you see this 1.2 million view video, right? Long form video. What we're gonna do is basically go to this transcript, and what we're gonna do is analyze these. We're gonna basically make another transcript, but we're gonna take his hook to it, but make us one stronger. We're gonna make one stronger than his, cause the goal is we found like other channels in our niche. So let's say if we're doing Navy, we could do Navy too. So we could do more than one, and yeah, so we could do more than one for example. So we go to videos, we'll go to Navy, And like I said, we could do more than one channel. All right, so we could go to Navy. So we're gonna basically find a Navy channel that just popped off recently that have a Val video, and we're gonna use a transcript. So we're gonna come over at Navy class. So Navy class is one that popped off. So yeah, here go one right here. So we're gonna be using both of these transcripts. Both of these transcripts, by the way, and I'm gonna be showing y'all step by step how to do it. So first thing what I want you to do is go to most latest. You don't want to do one most popular over 3 months. You want to do one that's recently. So what you want to do is basically find one that's recent. So what we're going to do is find one that got more than its average subscriber count. So we're going to keep scrolling. You see 3 weeks ago. So this right here, we'll do this 1 month ago. We'll do this exactly. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this. What I'm going to do is come to this. I'm going to paste this transcript, and I'm going to show y'all what I want to do. So like I said, if you want to get results like this, stay tuned, please. So first thing you want to do is you want to come over to a new chat. You want to come over to a new chat. And yeah, first thing you want to do is come over to a new chat. And what we're going to basically do is copy this over to a new chat. Next thing you want to do is basically drag all this to a new chat. And like I said, this prompt will be below in the description where y'all can check it out. So like I said, this right here will be our competitor's script. So what we're going to basically do is come in here. We're going to copy all his transcripts, So we're going to come in here and copy. And like I want to say too is my competitor's transcripts. Alright, like I said too, it don't matter if you're living in your grandma's basement. I became famous ever since I was little. I became famous in my grandma's upstairs. And I'm from Pittsburgh, but like I said, it don't really matter where you start at. Faceless channel, you ain't never got to show your face. This is an opportunity, and you should be blessed that AI came out. But the other competitors' transcript. Alright, so I'm gonna have it do now is basically go through these transcripts. And I'm going to have it basically make me a strong transcript, but I'm going to have it make me one that align with my needs. So what I'm going to do is basically open this up in a new tab right here. So I'm going to open this up in a new tab. I'm going to say my channel URL. So I'm going to give my channel URL. I'm going to come to this, and I'm going to copy all this data right here. So I'm going to copy all this data. And yes, I'm going to say my channel URL. When we come to this data, we copy our channel URL, and we give it all this. All right, so what we want to basically do now is basically, so we want to basically give it the link to our competitor's video. So we're going to basically go to here. We're going to copy link. And we're going to say my competitor's video URL. Alright, so we're going to basically go to here, competitor's video URLs. And we're going to go to 2. So we use 2 of them. So yeah, we're going to use 2 of them. We use 2 of them for the sake of it, so we can have higher chances of going viral. My other competitors one. Yeah, so alright, what it's going to do now is go through it. And we gave it our channel URL. We gave it our competitor's channel URL. We inserted it. We just gave it to the bottom. That's what I like doing. So now what it's going to do is give our vector drift keywords. And we're going to basically have it. So I'm going to say, so make sure these keywords. So I'm going to say, make sure this, give me a title that align with my channel. So what I'm going to do is come back over here again. And what I'm going to do is basically come up to this right here. And I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to give it a screenshot of my channel. So I'm going to give a screenshot of my channel bio. And I'm going to go to here, Command V it. So I'm going to say, give me a title that aligns with my channel, but use my competitors for ideas to make me a stronger version. But use that prompt. Give me titles. Alright, so what it's going to do now is give me titles, give me valid titles, and I'm going to say give me titles. So it's going to do, and it's going to say, target right our channel. So we basically give it a screenshot, and we basically had it do a fingerprint of our channel so we could basically see it and scan it. So now what it's going to do is tell us CTR, I optimize CTR titles. And now what I'm going to do is basically tell us, so I'm going to go through this. I'm going to say, so out of all these titles, which one will go viral? So out of all these titles, which one will do well on my channel? We basically ask it this, which one will do on my channel, and it'll basically tell us. So the winner one is right here. So it'll basically tell us this winner one, Angie's versus F12. It says 13 billion scam. So if we go to here, we go to search this, and you can see nobody never uses before. But yeah, so what we basically did was we took the framework of our competitors one. We took the framework of our competitors one, but we basically made ours 10 times better. So we're gonna basically go to here. We're gonna take out Navy. Yeah, we're gonna take out Navy. We're gonna leave it so. Angie's versus F14, 12 billions, and integrations. Alright, so yeah, so what we're gonna basically do is go to copy right here, and now what I'm gonna do is basically come over to your channel. So y'all can see it's my channel. I'm gonna come over to your channel right here, your channel. What I'm gonna do is basically come to this. And like I said, once your videos do get millions of views and you use my strategies, them views start keep coming in, keep coming in, keep coming in. And like I said, once you gain a million views on one channel, YouTube now is gonna welcome you made it. I'm gonna say welcome you made it. YouTube now has authority to your whole channel alone. So even if you face view draw issues, you're gonna consistently gain views if you fall behind this exact strategy. So now what it's gonna do is give us this title. So now what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna basically say turn this title into pieces. So give me keywords from this title, what I search to give you, so I don't try to compete with millions, so I don't get buried, so my video ranks. Alright, so what it's gonna basically do is it's gonna break this title into pieces, and it's gonna give us it so our videos don't get buried. So what it's gonna do now is gonna say high intense core right here. So we're gonna go to this keyword. It's gonna say high. And what it did right here was it took like the keywords basically from the title, but it turned it into pieces. It broke it down into pieces. You know, like let's say this for example. Let's say I don't. All right, let's say so for example. Let's say you got a baby sister and the food you gave her was like too large, too big of a food. You gotta cut it down into pieces because of course you don't want her to choke on it. Same with a YouTube channel. You gotta cut your keywords down to pieces. You want to see the competition in between it, so you're not trying to rank for like trying to compete with channels with over millions. So you can have some room to like show up right here, so you can actually get views. So that's what I basically put you on. I coach you on, put you on the right path, so y'all could get views. So y'all don't be competing with over millions. So what we're gonna basically do now is copy that data, and we're gonna basically go through theirs. Right. What we're gonna do is basically we're gonna screenshot this right here. We're gonna come here, and we're gonna basically control V it, and we're gonna go to modern warfare. We're gonna do it again. So we basically want to look for the sweet range monthly searches 20k right here to about 500k. But I want to go over this. I want to go like right here 700k is a sweet range right here. This is medium 61 overall. This is sweet range. So I want to go over millions because it'll be hard for your video to for your channel title to show up. So you don't want to get buried. So what we're gonna do is basically go to this, and what we're gonna do is basically go to here. We're gonna search this, so we're gonna search it one by one, and we're like to search the competition between it. So you can see Navy class. We can see a lot of competitors, right? So what we're gonna basically do is we're gonna go to all, and we're gonna copy all this data on the screen. So what I'm gonna do is copy all this data on the screen. We're gonna go to copy, right? We're gonna paste it. We're gonna go here. We're gonna paste it, and what we're gonna do next is go to F12. So F12 is in our title, I believe. So yeah, Angie versus F12 billion in the Gleason. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is basically go to F12 versus in the Gleasons. Yeah, so we just broke this title down into pieces, so we can see the competition between us, so we don't be competing with channels with over a million, so we can have some room for us to really stand out. So yeah, so that's why I told y'all to like take the title but break it down into pieces, so that way you're not really competing with channels with over millions, so we can have better chances of us going viral. So yeah, so what we're gonna basically do now is Angie's versus F14. You see high volume, low competition. Your brand high Pacific, but yeah, we don't want to go like too broad with the keywords, because if we go too broad, then of course we won't get views. We'll get buried at the very bottom. Y'all don't want that to happen. Y'all, of course, y'all want to get views. So yeah, if y'all come here to get views, y'all come here for ways to grow, and that's where I try to deliver it for y'all smoothly with these videos. So yeah, I tried my best to deliver it with y'all smoothly as best as I could with these videos. So yeah, what we'll basically do is paste this. What we're gonna basically do now is go straight to the bottom. We're gonna go to electrics, navy. This. We're gonna basically go to this. We want to use what's already in the title. We want to basically use the keyword terms in the title. So we're gonna go electrics, fingerprinting, navy. So we're gonna basically come here and we're gonna basically copy this. And the next one we could basically use this navy conflict zone. So yeah, we could basically use that if we want. So we could basically see the competition between these keywords. So we're not using basically keywords overpowered up by millions of channels. So we got room for us to grow. But shit, like I said, you can rest and repeat this method. It works every single time. Like I said, I'm probably the first YouTuber automation streamer worldwide to really get y'all. I said I'm a YouTuber automation streamer, but I cover ways for y'all to grow to get millions of views on some of y'all long form videos, even short form videos. So if you're using the growth tactics for my streams, you're gonna be having shorts that do this. So if you go to here, and I want to tell y'all, so we are short up. So first 24 hours, it might even start at 0 views. Like I said, it could go from 0 views to later on blowing up to hundreds of thousands. So, like I said, it's really important that y'all leave that video up. So you want to go for a retention graph like this on shorts, and engagement right here. So you want to go for basically 85% and 14% right away. And you also want to make sure commentary is added to it too. So yeah, next thing we're going to do is basically come over to this chat right here, come back over to this chat, and what we're going to do is basically come back over there. So you see where these keywords, what we're going to basically do is we're going to come to this keywords. We're going to basically type this into YouTube. So we're going to basically go to these keywords. We're going to go to copy. So we're going to have to wait for it to let us copy. So what we're going to do, for example, now is basically type these keywords into YouTube. And we're going to let it know like the competition between it, like I said. So that way y'all don't just be making videos for fun and y'all don't think y'all going to get views. So you could have potential to get views. Like I said, over here, you learn it from me, you're going to get views no matter what. But yeah, so what we're going to basically do right here, as you can see this right here, so 75 average subscribers, we're really competing with channels less than 100K, which we got to go for. So this week's as I tell you, I'll go for less than 50K. You see, less than 75,000. So everything that Gemini is giving us, Gemini is really ran by the YouTube, runs the YouTube algorithm. So Gemini knows what will go viral and what won't. So yeah, like I said, it's really important that y'all listen to my ways. So you want to come in here, want to paste that. But shit, you can see right here, 5 days ago, this is what you call. So he's a bigger channel, but of course we want to look for a small one. So you see, bigger channels are gaining 300K views, which that's his authority. But what I'm going to do is try to look for a smaller one. So you see, the smaller channels is angle 29K subscribers pulling 4 million views 5 years ago. And we see one right here, 500K 1 day ago, 12K. You see right here, 12K subscribers, and you can see this is what you call basically entry to barrier. High demand and low supply, meaning there's smaller channels doing this, but there's high demand is what high demand is. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So alright, so let me show y'all. So basically what high demand is, let's basically explain it. So what high demand is basically, it's what this is. This is what when people's on like on their YouTube phone where they want to basically what people are intrigued to watch more, and then low supply is equal to how many channels haven't created like videos around it. So like I said, we could be the first one, like literally right here, 10K, 0.3K, to replicate that. So we could replicate that and bring this angle onto our own angle. So instead of like doing F3, so what I'm gonna do is basically go to this. I'm gonna basically enter this. But yeah, like I said, while we were on recording this video just now, we just literally just found the outlier. But instead of us using these political people, we can do it towards both. So like I said, we could take some of this angle of it. We could take some of this angle of it and then have AI take some of these keywords, but break it down into ones that we're gonna have room for us to rank. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is basically so if y'all wanted to replicate this video, I'm gonna show y'all that in just a quick second. So let's do AI. So in story, this analytics, this is primary keywords, electric, so it's fingerprinting, so it's energy versus this. For our title, description, so yeah, so it's gonna say recommended tags. So what I'm gonna have it do, so give me my title. So what's the verdict of this one barrel? Alright, so what I'm gonna have it do too is what I like doing, so it's my little Chico part. So if we go to here right here, what I like to do too is I like to check for the, so if we basically go to this starting of the structure, so what I like to do is check for the competence in between smaller channels. So instead of us like really taking this whole title, we're gonna basically bring our own phrase onto it. But you can see overall score 2 million subscribers. So what I like to do is basically find more outliers like this. I like to just bring it here. So I like to just bring it here. I like to bring it this data, and what it's gonna do is I'm gonna say so what it's gonna do right here. So this is the rule first alternative. This is if you want guarantee, and this is a stronger version. So you can see stronger version right here. So you can see that it gave us a stronger version like this. So yeah, we could go to here. We can search this. So let's duplicate this tab real quick. Alright, so let's paste it. And you can see Angie's versus F14, the billion integration. So you can see right here, so 400K some months ago. And you can see we want to look for smaller channels doing as good views. So right here, so like I said, we could try to go for this angle, but we'll be competing with channels with over 2 million, and you see nobody never uses it before. But what I can have it do now is basically go right here to this title. I can have it take this other competitor's one and give us another idea to it. So I could basically give it copy URL. I could say give me another idea to this. Alright, so what I'm gonna have it do is give it this data, and I'm gonna say here. So here's another competitor right here. So what it's gonna do now is go through this. It's gonna say, so it's gonna go through this title right. You see Iran's the one we literally just found right here. While we're really recording, so your pivot. So it says you move right here. So you move with low competition but high intent keywords. So of course we don't want to do that. So what I'm gonna have it do is basically tell us low competition one. So what I'm gonna have it do is basically say low competition one. So we're gonna basically search it, and we're gonna search this title right here. So it says the billionaire. So I'm gonna say low competition ones that match my Navy conflict channel. Alright, so what I'm gonna have it do is say low competition ones, but will match my Navy conflict channel, but it stays right here. So what it basically does right here, so you see, so what it basically does, it gives us more titles right here. So you see right here, so it gives another title. So if we go come up to here, what I'm gonna have it do is basically give me the title on the screen. So you see low competition term for tracking. So what I'm gonna have it do is give me the title on screen, but we need to replicate his idea, but in our own way. I need my video to pop up under this suggested. Alright, so what we're going to do now is basically give it as data again, and we're going to say give us another title, but of course it's going to say why the Navy locked into this. So if we need a title to pop up on the suggested, this is what we do. So it says why the Navy did this. We're going to go to search this. So yeah, what we're going to do is basically go to this. We're going to search this. Yeah, so we got to search this. But yeah, that's another way how y'all could come up with titles. And if you wanted to too, so if you don't want to do that, you could have it make a way better one that will pop up on the suggested. But yeah, you can see, so why the Navy did this. So if we go to incognito mode tab, we go to YouTube. We go to YouTube right here. And we go to search. We go to Control V. So we could take these emojis out too. So yeah, we could take these emojis out. And we could probably see some of these channels. You can see now. So you can see most of this. You see right here 20K views 5 months ago. So you see that. So that's basically what we're looking for. We're looking for something like high demand but low supply, where bigger channels ain't surrounded around it yet, like millions of channels. So yeah, we're looking for angles like that, like right here. When there's only one with 1 million, but if we go to videos right here, we can see videos where there's the top search results of a small channel, 9K subscribers, doing well 5 months ago, two days ago. So like I said, we're tapped into the right angle. So if we usually use this for our channel, we're more likely going to get views. So if we want to come in here, basically paste this data here, we'll basically go to our Navy conflict channel. So Navy conflict channel right here. So what I'm going to basically do is come to this bio again, come to this bio and paste this. I'm going to basically ask it, so if I was to use this on my Navy channel, I would get views, right? Alright, so what it's going to do now is basically tell us how we're going to get views. So this is right here, so I'll get views, right? This is target channel right here. So yeah, so it basically tells us everything we do. And this is optimization. So it says right here, it basically tells us the description. It says final 100%. And yeah, so it basically tells us our title we can use. So like I said, if y'all need the hook, so for the hook part, is what I'm going to have it do is now create us a prompt. So create me a prompt for Claudie for the script. Alright, so like I said, this prompt will be in the description below where y'all can check it out at. So if y'all need any questions, ask me, Otis. I don't know where to check it out at for the prompt, bro. You could check it out below in the description. So yeah, so like I said, you could check it out in the description if you need it. But yeah, you can check it out in the description if you need it. But yeah, you can see right here. So the copy and paste this role. What we're gonna basically do is come in this, and we're gonna basically copy and paste this right here, and we're gonna basically come over to here. We're gonna basically come over to our reverse shot. So like I said, if y'all seen the Claudie method, how to get Claudie Unlimited for free, I did show a method to that on my channel. So y'all might want to tune into that. So if y'all been fucking with Terry's game lately, you'll probably be on the lookout to see that method. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much of y'all ears off, but because I already did throughout this whole video, and it was already long enough for y'all. But I try to cover as much sauce as I could cover, and if I got more sauce coming through, if I got any more methods I figure out, I'm gonna just cover it on my channel, get out updates on it. But yeah, but like that's all we do over here. We basically make viral videos, show y'all smaller creators how to come up and like overcome it and overbeat the competitors in our range, and try to get good views, so you could be having views like gaining consistent views, so you could be doing views like pulling consistent views. So what I mean by consistent views, let me show y'all. So I mean consistent views like this. So I mean pulling great views. So if you follow behind the strategies, you'll be pulling views like 12K subscribers, 4 videos, and you can see right here. It's not an age account. It's not an age account. 2025, 200,000 views. So if you think this was luck, it's not. Which instead of doing politician, you could do a bend to it and bend it over to Navy. So like I said, you could take this framework right here, these titles, and bend it over, and you could even have AI make these similarity ones, similar titles, but with the starting structure, and then change up like the ending. So you could keep the F.35s and then change up the ending, but make yours way better to where it won't be little competition. But like I said, there's many ways for us to do that, but I don't want to talk too much of y'all ears off. So like I said, let me show y'all this quality chat. So I'm trying to find this quality chat over here that I found. So just give me a few seconds while I look for it for y'all. But yeah. So yeah, just give me a few seconds while I look for it for y'all. But yeah. Since it was Taste Search 40. Alright, so this should be the quality chat over here. So yeah, it should be the quality chat over here. We should already be signed in. But yeah, like I said, bro, is you could do this method how many ever times. Like I said, YouTube has never, ever been as easy, bro. But I'm glad I'm able to come through and show y'all what's really possible and what's not. And if y'all wanted to too, so if y'all basically wanted to bend this framework, so what I mean by structure, so if you basically want an AI to take this already going viral framework, right? Like I said, it might be hard a bit because if there's smaller channels doing well, then we could do well too. So if you wanted to right here, basically get this framework, we could basically have AI copy this. We wouldn't copy this whole title, and we wouldn't copy this whole title. What we'll basically do is we'll basically go to here, and we'll basically, so this is how I see if there's really stuff going viral. So I'll look for a newer, if there's smaller, you see there's a lot of copycats right here. There's a lot of copycats, but what I'm going to do is basically now go to the ending part. So like I said, I could go to the ending part. I could go to this part right here. So we could do this part towards the, we could do this part right here towards the middle part. So what I could do right here is I could duplicate this. So if the first part right here is taken up by too many copycats, what I could do is I could reverse it. So I could use some of that beginning, and I could slightly change up the ending. So I could see if there's not a lot of copycats in the ending, I could basically put the ending towards the first place and then reverse it. So like I said, this is really how you do it too. But yeah, you can see right here, smaller channels like this. You can see, so right here, 8 months ago. When we want to look for smaller channels like this doing well. We want to look for more than one competitor competing well. So that's the main thing when you're doing niche ideation. You gotta look for more than one channel doing well. You don't want to look for just one channel. You want to look for more than one, cause that's a key. That's a key term to get success. There gotta be more than one. So you know right here. So let's say this for example. If there was a mouse running through your house, your mom would be she would be on the lookout to look for more. There's gonna be more than one mouse around. Same with your channel. There's more than one channel that went viral for this. So we want to look for more than one channel. We basically want to take their angle, but we want to bend it a bit. So if I want to go right here, so instead of me bending this angle right here, so what I could do is basically have AI take the starting of this right here, the F5s. I could copy this. I could basically give it the screenshot, bend this, and make me a way similar one, but way better. Title, transformative one. But way stronger. That can work for my Navy one. Alright, so that's exactly what I just told it to. So what it's gonna do now is make us a stronger one that work for our Navy one. So we just really did the same thing. So like I said, this is the same shot. And what it did right here was it took this right here, it took the starting of it, and it took the verdict. It says 13 billion spotted blind right here. And, it did Navy GPS. So like I said, instead of us just blindly like copying this whole title idea, we basically just took the structure of it, but we made ours like blindly different a little bit. So we got it right here, we made it different. So, and you could ask it too. So if I was to post this, where my video go to? So you could ask it too. So if you're not sure, you can see 9K views 5 days ago. So you see there's smaller channels right here pulling great views, and of course you want to avoid putting Trump on your thumbnails because YouTube could ban you for that. So if we want to go right here, so if I was to use this title, where would my video go at on suggested? Would it go in front of his audience? So what we could do is basically come over here and we can ask it. So would it go in front of his audience? If you use this title right here, so if you use this title right here, Navy, it says your video will perfectly position in high injections, but it says the suggestion might be different. So because you are using this technical keywords, this basically analyzes data. It says so the placement is you will appear directly under appear directly under right under the video, right under the Iran video, but the logic right here. So when a viewer finishes the 40-minute video right here, they will see my video under it. So when the video finishes his video, they will see mine under it, right? Yeah, so we'll basically go in front of his audience. And yeah, so it says tag the competitor. So we want to put this like as our tag. So we want to put this in our tags. And yeah, that way we could go in front of his audience. And you can see it's right here. So it says yes, exactly. You'll be next up. Logic. And it says so the AI understands the context. It knows his video. It knows what his video is about. And yeah, so this is the bridge right here. It treats it. So this is a treats your video like logical extensions. But yeah, if you're just watch 40 minutes of this military strategy, they print it right here for a deep dive. They'll watch ours too. So yeah, so our videos more like go in front of his audience. And you say keyword monitoring. It says in your first 200 words, first 200 words following this capture right here. We can see F-35s. And we can see USA's. But yeah, so we can see tags. This is a vertical. So if you use this title right here, Navy right here, and the thumbnail as we discussed it. So yeah, so what I'm gonna have it do is basically take his I'm gonna basically get his thumbnail and I'm gonna have AI make us a one for our lane. So yeah, so what I'm gonna have it do is go to similar ones, and yeah, so I'm gonna just have AI make us a thumbnail for a lane. But this is really how you do it instead of you relying on second guessing, bro. I'm tired of y'all heads like getting bent over from these gurus. So like I said, this prompt will be below the description where y'all can check it out. And I'm not a guru, I'm not a course seller, I don't sell courses. If I wanted to sell courses, I'd have basically told y'all to pay for me this knowledge inside a course, and I don't do that. So like I said, I give it all for free on YouTube, so it's all for free for y'all. But yeah, but what I want to do right here is basically come and get this, and instead of like us blatantly copying his idea, what we're gonna do is basically have AI get inspiration from it, but make us a way better one. So get inspiration from his thumbnail, but make me a better one that matches my lane. So what we could do is basically come over to our channel and we could have AI make us a bit better one. But yeah, so we could get one that matches our lane. So yeah, what we could have it do is go to this. We could say competitors one. So if you don't see competitors, let's go to competitors channel. So we go to Navy Media. We go to Navy class. All right. So what we're gonna do now is use Navy Media. So we're gonna do is screenshot that. We're gonna basically come over to here, paste this. And yeah, so like I said, y'all go to use this, and we're gonna go over to Navy class, videos, and we're gonna screenshot this, and we're gonna have it basically analyze us and make us a thumbnail for our channel. Analyze my competitors' thumbnail ideas. Make me a high CTR ones for mines to go viral. Alright, so what it's gonna do now is basically get inspiration from this, but it's gonna create the image now. It's gonna create the image. So like I said, you could go on Upwork, Fiverr. There's many freelance sites, but yeah. So I basically show you how to do it yourself on literally Gemini. Gemini unlimited for free. No trials run out. So you see right here. So it's gonna basically go through it. It's gonna create us an image. But instead of putting politicians, so I say instead of including politician, this will lead to terminations. Just put boats on mines. So what it's going to do now is just put boats on mines. So instead of putting politicians that will lead to a termination, it's just going to put boats on ours. But yeah, we had to look at our competitors. So what it's going to do is create the image. And yeah, so if you need the prompt, literally you could ask it for the JSON V. And you could ask it for a prompt for later on. So that way you bring it the title. It's going to automatically make you a thumbnail. So for this one, what I'm going to do is basically come in here and I'm going to basically ask it. So I'm going to say remove the character. So we'll basically come in here. We'll copy this image. We'll paste it. I'm going to say remove the character. Alright, sometimes you got to do this. So sometimes y'all got to really do this. So sometimes y'all got to come to this. Alright, so we're going to go to YouTube. Thumbnail downloader. YouTube. Thumbnail downloader. Hey, so we're going to YouTube thumbnail downloader. want to basically paste our competitor's thumbnail here. So that way we know our video's going to go in front of his. So I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say, make me a thumbnail like the second one, but way better. Higher CTR that YouTube won't 0 view jail. Alright, so what's gonna go through and do is make us a higher thumbnail with a higher CTR, just like our second one, just like our competitors. That YouTube won't view jail, of course, but yeah. So instead of us putting 1 minute ago, it's gonna go ahead and put this text on it. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna make us a way similar one, but way better. It's gonna create the image, creating your image. You see right here, creating your image. It's gonna go through and create us the image, and now that it made us a thumbnail. So yeah, you can see right here. So breaking news, Couriers forces Humboldt right here. So eliminated. So what we could do is basically for our next idea, we could basically give it give me this Jason V and a prompt for ChatGPT to create another one like this, but for later, for if I bring it another title idea, but with colors that match my channel branding like this. It could be different colors, or yellow, or red, or blue. White. So yeah, so what's gonna do now is basically go through this, and yeah, so it's gonna be that match my channel branding. So it's gonna basically get us a prompt, and we could throw this thumbnail in ChatGPT, and what ChatGPT is gonna go ahead and do is create us another version. So instead of us just relying on our whole competitors, what ChatGPT is now gonna do is we're gonna come over to ChatGPT. What we're gonna do is now go to Command V this, and yeah, so what it's gonna do now is create us a JSON V. So like I said, so I'll say so. Give me the JSON V to the first one, please. So it can make us another version. So it can make us one with blue. It could change up the colors. But yeah, so if we go right here, so we could basically give this all to ChatGPT. So yeah, so what I gotta have ChatGPT do is give me a it's gonna give me the JSON V, and we could give this ChatGPT and for another title. So what it's gonna do is give me the JSON V, and we could just get this ChatGPT, and we can have it make us a prompt. So make me a prompt. So if I bring it more title ideas, it can make me another one transformative, just like this, but way better. Alright, so yeah, like I said, this is a lot of work you put in, but if y'all made it throughout this whole video, you're gonna go viral. You're gonna go viral 100%, and you know ways to come up with dumb ideas. So like I said, this is mainly the whole course that gurus charge you for. So what we're gonna basically do is come up to here. We got the whole JSON V metadata. So what we're gonna do is come in this. We're gonna copy all this data, and for let's say for another title. So let's say if we want to basically get another outlier title. So this is how I basically come up with outlier ideas. So like I said, so if y'all made it throughout this whole course, bro, and you made it throughout this whole blueprint course, you're gonna go viral, bro. So if you fall behind everything I told y'all throughout this whole course, and you stay throughout this whole session, bro, you're gonna have your viral video. So yeah, so like I said, so if we want to boost our chances too, so we want to find instead of like if we want to go to here, so we're gonna basically go to F. If we want to basically take the structure of this, let's go to here, F12. Let's basically paste these keywords here. We can find more thumbnail ideas literally in search right here. So instead of us, so what we could do is basically find more ideas right here. So what I'm gonna do, for example, though, is I'm gonna come to another Navy niche though. Navy niche align my channel, and I'm gonna come to basically. I'm gonna come to Navy media. Alright, so Navy media works well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically. Alright, so let's give it a screenshot as Navy class. We use Navy class, so yeah. So what we're gonna do is basically have ChatGPT create us another thumbnail idea, but just like this one, just so we go viral. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is basically paste this. And what I'm gonna have it do is I'm gonna come to another idea. So I'm gonna gather another idea. So 19K views. Alright, so 8 days ago, if it's still going, we want to look for so 42 right here 2 weeks ago. What we could basically do is paste this. I could say so. So give me another title idea out of this one of my competitors. So what it's gonna do is give us another title idea, and we could just get that title idea basically basically to ChatGPT, and we could tell ChatGPT what to put on the thumbnail. So like I said, we could get the title idea to here. So we're gonna use, for example, and I'm gonna basically tell Gemini. So write me a prompt again, what to tell ChatGPT to include on this thumbnail for text on screen if I'm using this title. Alright, so if I'm using this title right here, I'm gonna basically tell it what the basically include with the text on screen if I'm using this title right here. So like I said, so if you made it throughout this blueprint, bro, and then you made it throughout this whole video, bro, we're gonna go route. So we're gonna basically go to the prompt again. We're gonna basically copy this again. So we come and roll. We basically go to this prompt. We basically go to Control C it. We want to go back over to here again. So we want to go back over to our ChatGPT chat. We want to go there over there. We want to go Control V it. And like I said, we want to do this again. We want to go to the JSON V. We want to Control V it right here. And we're going to go ahead and paste it. So what now AI is going to do now is create us a 1280 720 thumbnail. It's going to say analyze the image. It's going to say alright. So I'm going to have it do so. Make me a 1280 x 720p thumbnail, transformative, one higher CTR, good idea that won't get low views. Low views better than my competitors. Please create it now. Alright, so what it's gonna do now is create it. So yeah, so like I said, what we literally just did was we took the already viral idea and we bended it to our own lane. So you see right here, so it basically tells bottom white, bottom top. So like I said, AI knows what colors we gotta be for on the thumbnail. We basically just get this prompt over there. So now what ChatGPT is gonna do is create the thumbnail. And like I said, if y'all don't want to use ChatGPT, you can use Pixels. You could use Upwork. There's many thumbnail sites you can use. So you can use Pixels, however you say it, Pixels thumbnail. My Twitter got banned though, so I can't really see none of my Twitter. But yeah, you can use Pixels right here. Pixels work well for thumbnails, but of course they charge, and their pricing is, I believe, is right here. So their pricing is, I believe is $28 monthly, $56 monthly right here. So $40, $80 and nominally, but yeah, that's really the sauce right there. So yeah, so what we're gonna do now is basically go back over to our ChatGPT chat, and what ChatGPT went in and did was make us a thumbnail. But what we could have it do is we could say, so if it's basically losing pattern, it's not sticking in pattern. What you could basically do is basically come in here and you could say, so I want another one just like this. So you could say, I want another one just like the first one I sent at the top. Not a reinvented wheel. And we don't want to reinvent the wheel, so it's gonna go create an image. It's gonna make us one just like we made at the top. So it gave us this one right here. So if y'all want to use this, y'all can use this, which it looks great and it's not messy. It has room for the timestamp right there. But like I said, there's many AI channels that use AI for thumbnails. You can use Photoshop, literally use ChatGPT. So like I said, it's up to y'all, bro. Y'all don't gotta pay no designer. Photoshop, Pixels, ChatGPT, Twitter, Upwork, Fiverr. There's many freelance ways. And for y'all, I want to go over thumbnails. So I'll go for 5 to 15 for thumbnails like this. So if you need a thumbnail like this created, I will send this example to a designer. I'll tell them I want to go over top range like this. I want to go over it like this. So if this happens right here, so what we could basically do is basically come to this one. We could basically tell it that we want, instead of us reinventing the wheel, we basically want it to be just like the competitors one, but we need it to be way better. Like with the breaking news text at the bottom, we want it to be just like that one. So we're gonna go copy image. We're gonna go to here, paste it. I want my thumbnail to be just like my competitors. Second one, please. I don't wanna reinvent the wheel. Alright, so you never want to reinvent the wheel. You want it to be just like the competitors ones, but way better. But yeah, so what it's now going to do, it's going to match, and I'm going to say create it. So what I'm going to do is click create, and I'm going to say create image. So I'm going to say create image. So you could go to here and manually create image, or you could just go to this. So what we could do right here is also we could basically use this in a new tab. So like I said, Gemini is unlimited, so you ain't got to worry about paying for Gemini, bro. Oh, Teresa, I got to pay for it. So you got to go right here, create image. you go to create image, and then what you could pick from a style. So if you want to pick from a style, any style right here, you could do basically. So for this example, let's do color black. So we go do this. So we can pick from a style. What it's gonna do is create the thumbnail. So yeah, we can pick from different styles, and what it does is create the thumbnail. So it creates the thumbnail. So if you don't like the version, you can always have it change it to a different variation and pick from it. But yeah, like I said, not all AI thumbnails is high quality, but this is a better way to do it if you don't want to hire a designer, bro. If you don't want to hire a designer, you're lazy, bro, and you just wanna do it. You could basically have AI make this, but you could change the text around on Photoshop. So like I said, so what I mean by change the text around on Photoshop, let me go ahead and launch Photoshop and show what I'm talking about. So yeah, like I said, if y'all made it this far throughout the video, bro, you could basically go ahead and hit that like button. I don't want the sub, keep your sub. I appreciate all the support. But like I said, nobody on YouTube is doing what I'm doing. Unless you're watching all them fake guys coaches, they give you fake advice. But that's what I'm gonna do now is have it also create the script. So Sonnet 4.6 works well for scripts, hooks, and all that. So yeah. So what's gonna do is working. It's gonna say reading framework design skills. And it's gonna go ahead and design this script. So it's gonna go ahead and make the version 1 of the script, make the scenes. So 1 to 30. But yeah, so what it's gonna go ahead and do now is create the whole script. And like I said, we can literally use this for our next long form video. But if y'all don't like this thumbnail right here, like I said, you can always come over and instead of having all this text right here in the corner, what you can have it do is basically swap it to yellow. So you could have it say, I just want the yellow at the bottom and the red. I just want the yellow and the bottom at the red, like my competitors, not in the corner like that. Alright, so now what it's gonna do is basically go through that, and we tell our competitors, and we basically say we want one just like red, but not in the corner all like that. We want one just like our competitors, but this is really what we're doing. We're not reinventing. We just make ours slightly way better. So I'm gonna say go ahead, create image. So yeah, so like I said, it's really important to do keyword research, and if the ones who really don't take action, I'm sorry to tell you, buddy, you might be the one that got a really good job. Got to really get a job, and I try to help y'all with these videos, but I try to help y'all as best as I could, but like I said, and then what we're going to do is basically go there, create image. It's going to go through to create the image, and you see right here, so it made us a way better version. Breaking news, 13 billions, and 1 minute ago, and instead of us putting 1 minute ago, we can slightly do is change it up. So instead of us putting 1 minute ago, you can put something better. It was good though. So I'm gonna have it do is put something way better instead of put 1 minute ago. So yeah, so what it does is it puts something way better. And yeah, so like I said, you can use Photoshop to change it around. And this is optimization, so we go to right here. So what it's gonna do now is I'm gonna say create the thumbnail, please. It's gonna go through create the thumbnail. So yeah, so like I said, there's many ways to come up with thumbnail ideas. Instead of you relying on having to spend hours, your brain really get lost, and your brain need ideas. Without you knowing these ideas, your brain will get overwhelming. You get depressed a little bit, get depressed, sad. I've been through all these phases. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. So like I said, all these new YouTubers coming in the game, I've been there probably longer than them, bro. So yeah, so I'm an OG for OG. So yeah, so like I said right here, so what it did was it created something way better, and it created something way better than what the competitors did. So like I said, if you like this video, by the way, and you enjoyed it, and you want to see more videos like this, so I'm also about to show y'all another trick right here. So before we fully in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all a trick and show y'all how we could basically reverse this. So we're gonna use the same text right here. We're gonna basically move this over to here so we got room for the timestamp, and you can literally use AI generated thumbnail. Like I said, all your competitors don't have crazy thumbnails. So like I said, you could literally use AI these days. You could buy ChatGPT, use Gemini, bro. It's unlimited, but there's no way y'all should be over stressing. Y'all should have a consistent pattern like this. So you can see right here. So if we go to one of our competitors' oldest, you can see. So what our competitor did was, if we go to oldest right here. So he basically seen what worked. So he basically was using plain ocean images, and then what he did was he seen other channels going viral with the 1 minute ago. So he did a pattern with it, and he's getting consistent views. So like I said, if something works, that could be, you could rush and repeat that and just change up the text. You don't want to use repeatable templates like this. Of course, Of course, you want to have AI basically change up the text right here, change it up every single time, like change it up something different that match your title. But you don't want to use 1 minute ago, 1 minute ago. It'll look repeatable, it'll look mass produced. But yeah, so AI is really cracking down on thumbnails like mass produced channels like that. But to create the script is what we did was we used the unlimited Cardi method I literally told you about. So like I said, I'm literally blowing up long form channels, blowing up short form channels. This is literally the whole fucking blueprint. And I'm about to show y'all they literally Photoshop way. So we're gonna download right here. You can literally see if we gotta open this up right here. This is literally our whole, this is literally the whole guide. So this is like the whole script we use. So we go to here, we basically copy this. Like I said, we go to a notepad. We can use notepad. So we can use a plain notepad. There's a lot of cool ones on Google y'all can use. So we got a notepad right here. We could basically go to notepad offline. So you see this right here. So what we could do is basically go to notepad. Alright, so what we'll do right here. So it says design thinking. It says before coding. It says purpose. It says tone. It says correlation. I don't know how you say it. It says visuals tracking. And it says never. So it tells never with the never use. And yeah, so like I said, I hope this video really help y'all out and help y'all get on the right track. And I'm not here to confuse y'all brain. I'm not here to throw y'all off task. I'm here to help y'all go viral. I don't want to see y'all. I seen a lot of y'all been confused, and a lot of y'all been like lost lately, and I'm tired of seeing that. So that's why I brought y'all a video like this. So like I said, what we did right here is we went through it. We got the whole script. So yeah. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is exit this out. And for this part, what I'm gonna do is basically have it remove the segments. So I'm gonna say, so give me the script. So give me the script and .txt remove segments of it, please. Alright, so what it's gonna do is give us the whole script in .txt. So it's gonna go through it, it's gonna float it, it's gonna give us the whole script. So like I said, y'all can even have AI, and it's gonna go through a code, it's gonna give us the whole script. So I'm creating the .x file, so it's gonna basically create the .x file. But yeah, so if I want to basically tell y'all, so if y'all basically want to change the thumbnail around AI, we come up there, we download this. Make sure we download this image, download image right here. We want to make sure we download it. All right, so what we're gonna do is now come over to Photoshop. So like I said, Photoshop is for free. My Twitter got banned. I had over close to 19K posts on Twitter. They went ahead, they banned me for me showing my methods, me showing y'all ways to grow. But yeah, but fuck Twitter, fuck Elon. I'm not against Elon. I just don't like the way this thing got that app set up. He need to fix that shit. But yeah, but like I said, consistent thumbnail patterns like this. Of course, you want to change the text. You don't want to keep using the same template, same repeatable template. YouTube is starting to demonetize channels with that, and you don't want to get hit with inauthentic. So, like I said, this will be a way better way, way safer method than what the gurus give y'all. So, all right. So, in the next video, what I'm going to do is also show y'all how to actually come up with the thumbnail ideas, how to edit it using Premiere Pro. My PC's right now in the shop, so I can't show y'all too much. But for this slightly of it, I'll give y'all the script, way how to do the script. I get you how to do basically everything y'all need to know how to do. So yeah, so like I said, so the .x file right here. So y'all probably ask me, so who do you get inspired by for these videos? I get inspired by Ramiro. I get inspired by Stefan. I get inspired by Devin Sanif. And there's another coach in the space right now that's going crazy. That bro been having so many fucking hits back to back, just like me. Consistency in long form, and his name is, let me show y'all his name real quick. But bro been on his shit lately. I'm gonna show y'all bro's page. Bro been on his shit lately. So bro been having breakouts after breakouts. So bro just reacted to me right here. You see 1 hour ago. Bro just reacted to my fucking comment 1 hour ago. So we go to right here. Bro been having several hits. Several fucking crazy hits, man. So like I said, you could learn basically learn from him and learn from me and take our strategies and blow up with them through the channels. And if you wanna if it's too much for your fucking mental, just get a team. Get a team on Upwork, Fiverr. Once you get one channel monetized, I would just say don't be lazy. Go full in with a channel. Give it 3 months and it should be big. So yeah, so that's basically. I wouldn't have 20K if I didn't know what I was talking about. I wouldn't have 18 million views if I didn't have a 1 million view video. I wouldn't keep pulling consistent views if I didn't know what I was talking about. So like I said, some of y'all be in the comments be like, oh, Therese don't know what the fuck he's talking about, bro. Bro, if I didn't know what I was talking about, bro, I didn't know this much skill set in YouTube automation. So creating the script, so it's gonna go through create the script, and yeah, create the script for the .txt. But to come up with more ideas too, so if y'all ask me too, so all right, so what is the basically this. So let's go to here. So if you want to find more similar channels and you ran out of ideas, like you're lost for ideas, you basically come over here. And yeah, it's gonna get us a script. So like I said, if this video has been so long, I'm sorry, bro. I try to get y'all through it, bro. I try to get y'all through it as many ideas, show y'all as many ways to grow, and that's what we are YouTubers do now these days. Like old YouTube days is done. Like sitting around on fucking 2K. Them days is done, bro. So yeah, it used to be fun, but now it's over. That shit's over. All right, so we're gonna use shout out to Next Lab, by the way, but my Twitter's banned. I can't even tag him. Can't even tag vidIQ. Like I said, I have no Twitter employee. All my Twitter social media accounts got banned for no reason due to hater, due to my fame, virality, and me blowing up these videos the way they do with these channels. So it came with a lot of hate. Sometimes it's mentally draining, but I don't have mental problems. But like I said, the only thing I could really keep doing is keep going crazy, bro. Keep going full static with it. But yeah, what we're gonna basically do now is go to this. You can see Navy class, so we can go to similar channels. And what it's gonna do now is find a similar channels with the similar channel branding, and that'll be more ideas for us. And you see right here, so this channel is monetized, like actually 8 million views, 200 videos, 34,000 subscribers. So instead of us like using politician, we'll use the boats lane instead of us like risking our channels to get banned. So what all them other channels are doing, we'll basically take their angle but do boats and do Navy, and we'll stick with the safer lane like this, but we'll basically change up the template of the text instead of us, so YouTube don't try to demonetize it or try to ban it, because YouTube is going through repeatable formats and repeatable channels like this. So like I said, this is the Navy method. This is the method y'all want to have. And like I said, next video I'll be showing you how to actually edit these videos, how to post it. But the next video I see on my channel, I will be posting on here. But yeah, I don't have enough time to go through it and post all my PC's fucking freezing the way it is, and YouTube don't want to monetize me after all my hard work. So like I said, when YouTube decide they want to give me my monetization back, that's when I'll give y'all full length videos, like the videos I speak. If y'all hour-long videos I'm showing y'all streaming, I'm gonna basically turn my editing of me going in these breakdowns, of me showing y'all ways to get clips of when YouTube decide they want to monetize me. Right now, YouTube is playing a big game, playing a big role that I don't like. So, like I said, all I could just do is go with the flow. I can't go against their policy. I'm on their platform, of course, but like I said, we follow every guidelines. I don't promote or prohibit any illegal activities, any bad things. But yeah, you can see right here. So this is the whole script. So I went through it. It basically gave us the whole script right here. So you can see this is the script, and this is basically the trap thing. And yeah, this is the whole script alone. So you can see the PDF. So you can see naval conflict zones. It says scenes 1, scenes 2, scenes 3s, and it says scenes 4, scenes 5, scene 6, and it says right here, so scene 7, scene 8, scenes 9, and it says the weapon. So it basically tells like the most valid trigger, the most intriguing part of the script. So like I said, if you also want an AI to basically give you the script, so what we could have it do is basically, we could exit this right here. What we could do is basically go through this right here. We could basically copy this, and we could basically put this into our of course, you could use Gen AI Pro, or you could use 11 Labs, but you could basically take out the segments, take out the scenes. Or what you could do too is also have ChatGPT take out the scenes. So instead of doing this, I'm gonna show y'all another good way we could do. So we could basically copy this, and instead of using ChatGPT for this video, what I'm going to use is this. I like using this over here, so I want to use this. So we're gonna basically use this, and so this will be. So what I'm gonna have it do is basically take out all the scenes. So I'm gonna go to login right here. It's gonna say continue with Google, and what I'm gonna have it do is basically remove all the scenes. It's gonna remove all the scenes, so I'm gonna just have it give me the whole script. I'm on in the TXT file. I'm gonna have it remove all the scenes, so it's gonna go through remove all the scenes. Give me just TXT file script, NA file, remove segments, and scenes, please. Alright, so yeah, so like I said, there's a lot that got to be put into this, and there's a lot of gurus that rush the process. They don't put as much work in, so they wonder why their scripts be shitty and they don't be as good. But me, I'm showing y'all. So if y'all don't want to actually copy and paste this all together, so there's another way we could do it. Instead of doing this, we could go to Notepad. So let's go to Notepad. So let's go to Notepad. I'm not even gonna launch my fucking Notepad on my PC. I'm gonna just go to this generator. So what we'll do is go to the Google Docs. Alright, so we're gonna do Google Docs. And Google Docs work well. So what we're gonna do is go to Google Docs. So we're gonna Google Docs. Google Docs. Alright, so y'all wanna make sure you're using Google Docs, Notepad, anything. So where y'all can paste a script. What I'm gonna have it do is basically go through and remove the segments, remove the scenes. So yeah, so like I said, if y'all ever if y'all enjoyed this video, this new method, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and you don't gotta sub. I don't want the subs. Like I said, I'm not no hungry YouTuber like all these other YouTubers. Like, oh, bro, if I lose subs, I'm gonna lose money. No. RPM is what equals to money. If you lose views, so let's go there. Let's say script. So what we're gonna do is say script. So we're gonna go to this. We're gonna basically download this. We're gonna go to TXT. We're gonna go to perspective. What we're gonna basically do now is paste this here. And we're gonna basically ask it. So I'm gonna say remove all the scenes. So I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna say remove segments. Alright. So like I said, I'm gonna try to put the prompts in the description for y'all. I don't be getting as much views on my videos, so if I don't be putting prompts in some of my videos, it's cool, bro. But I'm sorry for y'all. I'm not like those scammers though, but I'm gonna put some prompts below the stream where y'all can check it out. In the comments where y'all can check it out. So this is how I removed it. So I'll say so. Okay, so give me back the script and a .txt file. So what it's gonna do now is give us back the script and a .txt file. And it's gonna remove the segments, remove all the numbers. So it's gonna basically scan through the TXT file. And yeah, like I said, it's way better than all these other AI softwares. But yeah, you can literally use Photoshop. So what I mean by Photoshop is you could basically have AI change the text to it, but instead of using the same template this competitor's doing right, instead of like repeating it, you could basically have AI give you new words like this. It won't be against YouTube's guidelines because you keep changing up the words but you can use the same thumbnail format. And if you get him inauthentic with the same thumbnail format, I got a method to where you could appeal it. So like I said, we got methods that actually work. I'm not here to waste no time. I'm not here to do what them gurus do. So yeah, so what it did now, it gave us a whole script. So what I could have it do now is have basically, so if they remove segments, I could basically have ChatGPT do it. So what we'll basically do is we'll go to ChatGPT. We'll go back to ChatGPT. And like I said, I literally became famous. Literally in my grandma's upstairs. Like, I used to get called, shut the fuck up. You can't do this. You're not making no money. Remove segments. And grandma's gonna be a grandma, but at the end of the day, I would never disrespect my grandma any kind of way. So yeah, so I take back all the things that I said a few weeks ago, but yeah. Cause you only get one grandma and you only live once. So live your life up, and guess what? I got these videos just here to stay up forever, so these videos ain't going nowhere. So like I said, but shit. So what we're gonna do right here is basically go to Gemini generated right here. We're gonna basically go to this and you'll see breaking news. And so now what it's gonna do is go through this. It's gonna remove all the segments, all the mistakes in the script. It's gonna go through and remove it. And yeah, so like I said, so what we're gonna do now is basically get the downloaded version right here. So what we're gonna do is download it. We're gonna go to file right here. We're gonna go to videos. We're gonna basically go to videos. We're gonna open it up. So like I said, I'm gonna show y'all how to actually change the text. So if you manually want to change it, you could literally change it right here. So change it yourself. But yeah, so if y'all learned in my streams, there's a lot of sauces being put on my streams. More than I ever put right here. So if y'all basically wanna move this over if it's in a way, what you can basically do is go to right here. So you'll basically convert this. So we'll basically go to here, convert this to a smart object. We'll basically copy this right here. And like I said, YouTube ain't paying me, but hopefully YouTube get their shit right and pay me for these fucking videos. Cause guess what? Nobody else on the platform is doing what the fuck I'm doing. Like, and I don't want to have a mood thing where I'm being a smart ass jackass talking about the gurus. I said what the fuck I said, but yeah. And I don't want to be cursing this video for like, oh, he's a bad person. No, I'm cool. But right here, so what we did was we moved it over instead of it taking up the room for the timestamp. So instead of it taking up the room for the timestamp, we basically went through it. We moved it over. If we go to apply the images right here, you can see it smoothly move over. So if you want to basically add camera off filter, of course you can add camera off filter. But like I said, many designers, they can't do as much stuff as AI can do. So if you want to use AI, you feel like you're in a safe route using AI to create your thumbnails, do it, bro. But yeah, so like I said, what you got to do though is for every video is have it change like the bottom text, but it also change like the background image too. So have it get you a new image. So if I wanted to right here, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. So if I basically wanted to right here, so let's say for another idea, so let's say if we wanted to change this image of this boat, but I know I'm giving a lot of sauce out that these grooves are not going to give you hours right now. So 7.7K, you see, it's smaller channels but in the same angle of this niche, and we look for that. So yeah, so we look for smaller channels but in the same angle of this niche. So what I'm gonna have it do now is come over to my Photoshop thing. You see Neville conflict zones, Neville Navy class. So you see right here, so 1 minute ago, like I said, if you think this is luck, you're smoking dope. You're really smoking dope. I don't know what you're on, bro, because these views right here, this ain't luck. It's called proven concept. And you see, if we go to this oldest, you can see right here, 46 videos. Started February 2026, 1 million. And we use next level to find smaller channels lately blowing up. We see most popular 300,000 views. So yeah, and you see we go to click it. No crazy editing on this video, but yeah.
At 6:12 on a Tuesday morning in the Arabian Sea. 4.
Like I said, this is no crazy editing, literally. So if y'all like this, bro, be sure to please drop a like. And you don't gotta hit the sub, keep your sub, bro. I wanna bring sauce like this to a space that where people like y'all really need it. So these other coaches can, of course, do. But like I said, I'm gonna try to scale up this Navy Clownfoot channel. But that's my new strategy, new way, and I wanna bring this method to. I wanna basically air out my sauce, give out my method. Y'all can use too. Fuck it. So I want to see all y'all eat, not just me. I want to see the whole community itself eat. But like I said, so there's a lot of people that's gonna be against me. A lot of haters, bro. One thing for sure, they can't replace me. And I don't mean to be a jackass compete. And I don't like comparing myself, but one thing I'm gonna be on the words, and I'm gonna say no camera. One thing, they can't replace me, bro. I don't give a fuck how white I am, how up I am. My dad's black. But yeah, so like one thing, you can't replace me. So yeah, so like I said. But yeah, so what we want to do is basically go to here. Me and Speed changed the platform alone. And me and Ramiro, Devin Santa, but yeah. But I don't want to yap too much of this video. But what we're going to do right here is basically, so if we want to change the background of this, so change the background of this to text and make way better text. So what we do is go to here. We basically go to here. So make me way better text and change the background. But keep this exact style. So you can use the same template but change the text at the bottom. And yeah, that's how you come up with them ideas and come up with Navy ideas, and that's how you do the way I told you that I was the new method I brought to the table was the Victor drafting secret how to hijack viral traffic and zero competition, like find the title. So yeah. So yeah, creating your image, so it's gonna create the image. And like I said, you can use Photoshop to change it around. And yeah, so it's image created, and like I said, if you want to change this around right here, so if you want to, basically like I did, so if you want to change this text right here, so I'll say so change text at the bottom, the yellow part, to something better. So we're just gonna go through and do is change the text right here. So what I could have it do, so I could basically come to, I'm gonna say so air from it. I'm gonna say so. So we could have it do is basically. Alright, so I might gotta I might gotta change this title and say fuck around and say this is the air. It's gonna be the whole Navy method. Navy method part one. Part one full method exposed, but I'm gonna do a part two for y'all for sure. I gotta get this shit right. So I wanna do a part one for y'all, Navy method, and I'm gonna do a part two for y'all. So this will be the full method so y'all can have it. So right here, what I'm gonna do is basically go to YouTube. So I'm gonna go to this right here. So what I'm gonna basically go ahead and do is I'm gonna basically go to YouTube, thumbnail downloader. And like I said, I'm not one of the best YouTubers in the real. Mr. Beast is and Speed. And there's other YouTubers, but I don't want to be the best. I want to be known for me bringing a lot of sauce to space for y'all to grow from. So right here, what I can do is basically so add me a new boat like this to the background of it. And like I said, once I post this video too, I'm gonna try to see if we can get this video to a wider audience. So I'm gonna try to see if we get this video to a wider audience wider audience, and I'm gonna try to see if YouTube could push this long form video for y'all. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to get to a wider and yeah. But what I want to say is gonna go through and create new image, create the new thumbnail. And like I said, there's no luck to really YouTube, bro. It's just about seeing what works. So if you're doing like these images right here, so if you're basically doing these images on these Navy videos, what you could do is you could, I showed you how to create, how to get your own ideas, how to create, come up with your own style. So you see 1 minute ago, instead of doing 1 minute, instead of doing 1 minute, avoid that. Like I said before, stay in this lane. So all I could ever do is say stay in this lane. It's gonna stay in this format, style, stay in this lane. And yeah, so like I said too, if y'all want a new sauce, bro, this is the method for y'all. I don't got nothing really else to say. I mastered this shit for y'all. I just go bigger from here and get y'all more methods each day and more. And I want to get y'all 1,000 more methods. So I want to have 1,000 more methods on many more of my channels where y'all can never ever forget. But shit, like I said, I thought about posting this title today. Me titling like saying competition. I'm out there. Retitle it Therese. Therese exposes how to do the Navy long form method. Because it's just the whole Navy long form method. And I wasn't expecting this video to be this long, but my skill set just, I went full in with it. Banana load of this, but yeah. But like I said, if y'all need any ideas, any questions for scripts, hooks, this is the main way to come up with hooks. It's just you gotta tell AI give you your bio, and it will know your authority. It will know every single hook that'll work for every single of your videos. So yeah, so it could keep creating you hook stuff like that. So what we could have it do is basically do that. But yeah, with that being said, I'm out though. So if y'all enjoyed this video, hit that like, and I'm gonna see you on the next one though. It was about 1 hour, 11 minutes, which we made through it, but yeah, so this is gonna be the Navy full Navy method. I'm gonna basically give it to y'all. And if next long form video, I'm gonna probably show you how to upload it and edit it. But the uploading process right here, so I'll basically tell you how to get the title. So give me the description and text and full optimized description. So alright, so this is how you get the description too. So and I'm gonna say give me the category so we can see the category. So alright, so if you wanted to basically check this, so let's go to YouTube. So if you want to check your competitors like category right here, YouTube category checker. So this is what we use for category checkers. We basically come here and you can paste this URL here. So this is how I check my competitors. Like the categories. This is really Chico shit. Like these gurus ain't gonna tell y'all. So I can see what my competitors basically put their category on, and all I'm gonna just do is come over to here. I'm gonna say so my competitor put his category on this, and what it's gonna do is basically tell me so what category is supposed to be on. So you see right here, so we basically put our education. Yeah, so we see category. So this is the authority outlier right here. So this is valid title. This is this right here. So yeah, so categorize gives more descriptions, more tags right here for our description. We can say so what category do I use when I post? Alright, so we can say what category do I use when I post, and it's gonna tell us right here. So for the category, what I did first when I first posted right here, I didn't get much impressions, but I'm going to blow up the channel. Like I said, I'm gonna blow up the channel too. If I gotta get one of my editors on the side to run this channel for me, bro, where I run my multiple other channels, he got the stream, he got this method right here. He got this whole long form video where you can look at, but you can't look back over this, bro. Like I said, I did shit that never been done on the platform before, and people came to me, told me, "Oh, you sold your soul, bro. You done infiltrated your family. You didn't change up for everybody who you are." I said, "Nah, bro. It's because I came to a game where I want to bring shit to YouTube where YouTube never seen before. Like it's never seen that side of me before. But yeah, this is education right here. But yeah, so it usually takes about, I'll say 1 to 3 weeks for YouTube to finally find an audience. But if you're posting like for more than 10 days straight on long form and you're using a strategy right here, so even if you wanted to, right, so if you wanted to come up with this breaking news strategy right here, so I'm gonna show you how to come up with this. So if you want to come up with this breaking news stuff right here, I'm gonna show you how to come up with another idea like this. So we'll basically come in here, and I'm gonna have AI make me another idea like this. So I'm gonna basically do is drag this, and like I said too, so if y'all need any questions, bro, I'm here for y'all. And I made this on Photoshop. And if y'all go back to my other stream, y'all can see when I first made this thumbnail, just breaking news shit. But like I said, there's many channels that have been viral for it. So yeah, so what I could have it do is say, make me another thumbnail like this. So make me another version like this, but better. So I can say make me another version like this, but make it 10 times better. But yeah, so it's gonna make the version, it's gonna make it way better. And like I said, it's gonna go ahead and create your image. And yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna try to link all these Gemini chats below for y'all. But yeah, it's gonna say remove political faces, remove this. So what we did was remove political faces. It did this. So what we'll basically do is basically come back over to here. We'll re-give it this prompt. It's gonna say create the thumbnail. Just like we've been doing, so we tell it to create the thumbnail, gives Jason V, and remove political faces, just so our channel don't be at risk, so we don't get terminations. It puts the boats and the Navy conf. It does the boats instead, because that's more evergreen than us having to use them political, because YouTube don't play about that political shit. So yeah, but like I said, is Meta's Navy collapse, and all you gotta do is when you use your clips is give credit to the owners. I credit, if you go to one of my streams, I did that, but you can see right here what AI did was it made us another idea. But I am now ending this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, see ya.